Oh, it's a good day, stay live.
Michelle Abraham has everything you need to know, from local eats and celebrity interviews to trending topics and more. Right now on Good Day Stateline.
Hi, and welcome to Good Day Stateline. It's Thursday, May 23rd. We have a special Insta-Chat brought to you by Beloit Health System, the runner-up of this season's Masked Singer, the Gumball, Scott Porter. Hey, Scott, thanks for being here tonight.
No, thank you for having me.
For sure. So you've been in Hollywood for like 20 years. We know you from Friday Night Lights, Heart of Dixie, Ginny and Georgia, but I didn't know you were such a good singer. How did you end up on The Masked Singer?
Most people didn't know that I could really do this. I don't even know how I ended up on The Masked Singer. The rumor has it that I sang God Bless the Broken Road by Rascal Flatts at a charity event, and that video somehow made its way to one of the producers, and they said, wow, who is this guy? He's what we need on the show. Somebody who's been in the business for years that people don't know can perform like this. You know, let's see if we can get him. And luckily for me, they gave me a call, and it was happening. This season was shooting last, September, October, when our industry was kind of all on a forced break. So I was able to jump in and do it, and I'm so glad I did.
You were great as the Gumball, but you were on the chopping block for weeks. You kept powering through. I heard that you kind of loved that because you were having so much fun and you got to perform even more.
Yes, that was my goal on the show, was to sing as much as I possibly could. You know, winning the Golden Mask Trophy wasn't necessarily something I had set out to do. It was stay on stage and sing the next song. And by making it all the way to the finale, by doing 2 SmackDowns, I think I actually sang more this season than any other mask. And that's pretty cool. So I'll take that as a win all day long.
It is pretty cool. So I also heard this. During the competition, you were coaching Nick Cannon's son's baseball team. How in the world did that all come together at the same time?
Yeah, I was coaching my son in fall ball. And, Nick is very busy. His whole family's super busy. And we had gone to practices, and I had started filming The Masked Singer. And at the 3rd practice, Nick showed up with Golden, with his son. And my eyes went huge because I had to stand next to him on the stage. And so you'll notice I talk a little bit less to the judges than some of the other masks do, because he knows my voice. He hears me coaching his kid every Saturday and Sunday at our practice at our game. So I didn't want to give anything away. And luckily, we got through the season without him figuring it out. But I loved how surprised he was at the very end when I took that mask off. He might have been one of the most surprised people in the world, actually. So
that is the best part.
That was a really cool moment.
The 2nd place is obviously pretty amazing, especially with some of the competitors that were part of your season. How did you feel when you found out that Vanessa Hudgens was the Goldfish who did take the win from you?
Oh, I knew from the moment I heard her open her mouth and sing. Some people have unmistakable voices. I knew most people in my group. I knew Corey Feldman, Clay Aiken. I figured out, Mrs. Lewis. I figured out so many people. I could be a guest judge, I think, at some point. But, just from their tone alone. And what it allowed me to do was kind of have a little bit of fun, because she could not place me. But I knew her right away. So there's sometimes we're on stage, we're on a commercial break, and I would kind of wander over in my Gumball costume and whisper in her ear, I know who you are. And she would turn around and, that is so not fair. You can't do that. Who are you? I'm like, I can't tell you. So our identities are secret even to each other, but I can tell that voice right away.
That's awesome. All right, Scott, before we go, Ginny and Georgia, one of my favorite Netflix shows. It's such a great one. How's season 3 going, and when are we going to be able to see it?
It's going very well. It's full of surprises. We're still just in the first couple of episodes, but, and I got to thank the fans for this. The show has become such a big thing for Netflix that they have put their security to the maximum level.
Nice.
So I don't even know what's coming up. You and I know just about the same amount of what's going to happen in season 3 at this very moment. So I'm ready for the next surprise. The next script, to see what episode 3 and episode 4 have in store for Paul and the rest of the town of Wellsbury. So I'm with y'all. I can't wait to figure out how this story unfolds, and I'm so excited to be able to come back and do it. Not only for a season 3, but also a season 4,
Nice.
which has already been picked up. So I got to say thank you to the fans for that, and just wait. You guys are gonna love it.
Well, we will be watching. Scott, thank you so much. Congrats on this season. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
No, thank you for having me.
You can
Go ball out.
You can catch his final performance inside the GDS Instagram story. We'll be right back with another famous face, Candace Cameron Bure, after your Good Day moment.